So much happened in episode 10. So many shocking revelations. Episode 10 was more focused on other characters rather than Yeong Ro and Suho's romance. We got to learn a bit more about Bunok and her story and also about Mrs. P's past. And most importantly, the fact that Suho is an adopted child. That's why his father doesn't give a damn whether he dies or not. There are little hints and details in episode 10 which will help to build up episode 11 and further episodes. So, let's start. Most of the things that I mentioned in my episode 10 predictions video will come in episode 11. At the end of episode 10, we see that Suho has finally taken charge and he won't let his country define his life anymore. He knows that his stepfather has abandoned him and has ordered to get him killed for money and position. Suho's stepfather is the kind of person who wants to pretend to be good in front of other people but is actually evil from the inside. That's why he smiles and laughs in private when the deputy director Soo Ryan orders to get the spies killed. Because if Suho dies, it'll benefit Suho's stepfather. The North has given the order to Suho to kill all the hostages before the election. And also the ANSP will kill him too at the end. So, right now according to the plans of a NSP and North, everyone will get killed. Suho is not dumb and has realized how messed up this whole deal is and that innocent people will end up dying. Suho also deeply wishes for his comrades to return back home to North. Suho wants to go back and meet his sister too. And yes, of course, he doesn't want Yeong Ro to die here at the dorm. Even if Suho can't be with her if he gets out of the dorm safely and go back north, he still wants to protect Yeong Ro so that she can live a long and happy life. That's how much he loves her. At the start of episode 11, Suho will go down the basement where Yeong Ro, Gongmu, and Mrs. P are all tied up. He'll play the recording Han Na brought. When Yeong Ro will listen to it, she'll be shocked too to find out how the North and South don't care about anyone and are just using the hostage situation for their benefit. Suho will make a plan with Gongmu right in front of Yeong Ro, and they'll decide to first capture Comrade Ju and Dr. Kong in order to make any further plans of escaping. That's when we see in the preview, Yeong Ro is saying to Suho, "Be careful." Here Suho is leaving with Gongmu to catch Dr. Kong. Yeong Ro is rooting for Suho in this special mission. Suho and Gongmu will tie up Dr. Kong and also Comrade Ju. I think Suho would play the recording to Yoon Cheol and he would understand Suho. So, basically, Suho wouldn't have to worry about him. The only person we should be worried about ruining all the plans should be Bunok. Bunok took the side of the North to save herself. In episode 11, Bunok would try to contact that NSP through the walkie-talkie to give away the plan of Suho. But I think she won't be able to complete her sentence, and she would be interrupted by someone. I think it would be Yeong Ro. Yeong Ro would find her, and she'll stop her. That's when Bunok would take the gun out of fear and point it at Yeong Ro. Yeong Ro would try to calm Bunok, but Bunok is already too jealous of Yeong Ro. I think Bunok would be stopped by Suho before she could possibly do any harm, and that's when Suho will take away her gun and take her with the rest of the girls. Now that Suho has taken charge and he's working with Gongmu, Mrs. P, and Yeong Ro, I don't think the girls will be treated badly and they'll give a lot of flexibility to the girls. They'd let them bathe and change clothes and also eat better. Also, Mrs. P will assure the girls to listen to Suho's command. We will see a lot more Suho and Yeong Ro moments. Firstly, Suho isn't bound by jealous and angry Dr. Kong and Comrade Ju. Secondly, Yeong Ro's heart will start to accept Suho once again after she'll see for herself that Suho genuinely wants to protect not only her but all the hostages. While every girl will be taking their turns to bathe, Yeong Ro would do that too. Before that, we'll finally get the scene of Yeong Ro and Suho standing within the hallway, and Suho would put on the necklace Yeong Ro threw in anger. Suho would put it back on her and tell her to keep it safe from now on and never take it off. There will be no kiss scene here. The photo of the kissing in this scene is actually a fan edit. I had no idea until you guys told me in the previous video. And finally, Yeong Ro would have a change of clothes. She'll be in her pink sweater. As discussed in detail in the last video, the church scene would most probably happen too. Yeong Ro would be sitting inside the church and she'll just be praying and thinking about whatever is going on around her. Suho would join her and sit beside her. Both will look at each other with sorrow and love in their eyes. The sorrow of this whole situation they're trapped in. Both of them want to escape from here alive. Suho would hold her hand and put it on his lap to reassure Yeong Ro that they got this. That together they can fight the evil ANSP and the schemes of the North. Suho and Yeong Ro will work together now. Suho would now try to get deeper within the schemes of North and South. Not only do they want to get put alive, but it's important to understand what is the bigger picture. Because if the ANSP party ends up winning the election, it'll cause harm to not only the people in dorm, but the whole nation. So, That's why he have seen the drama introduce new characters outside the dorm, like that reported in the newly added character, the son of the president, though I'm still not sure what exactly would be his use in the storyline. It might have to do with the true colors of a NSP getting revealed. We are now sure how evil ANSP is. Mrs. P was framed as a North spy by ANSP. They tortured her into admitting that she's a spy when she's not. And now they're using her as their own puppet. In the end, ANSP bad secrets needs to get out, and I think Han Na would play a significant part in it. In the bonus clip of episode 10, the president's son is doing drugs and that reporter guy took pictures. It's Han Na who takes away the camera film and it isn't shown what she does with it. Maybe she still has it and she'll use it too to reveal how ANSP has been hiding and protecting the problematic life of president's son. And I bet that reporter and Han Na have loads of other dirt on ANSP too. Moving on, we see in the preview, Suho is saying, "Who ordered to kill me?" He's asking this question from Comrade Ju, who will be tied up. Suho wants to know who is so adamant to kill him. Comrade Ju will say to Suho, "You are a card to discard, to begin with." Suho isn't important for the North, but Dr. Kong is. I still believe that Dr. Kong's feelings for Suho would be the reason for her turning soft by the end. I also have a feeling she might sacrifice her life to protect Suho in the end. In episode 11, we will see Suho and Yeong Ro at the rooftop and in the attic. Now I tried to think why specifically they'll be there. Maybe they washed clothes and Yeong Ro came up to hang the clothes dry. Maybe they need something from the attic, or maybe just to get a breath of fresh air and Yeong Ro wants to revisit the attic. I guess Yeong Ro might have gone to the attic and Suho would have later followed her. Suho would find her in the attic and he'll remember the days of the past when she saved him and he lived in attic. There are so many memories associated with this attic, and it's the perfect place for their first kiss to take place. When Yeong Ro and Suho would be sitting in the attic, Suho won't be able to control his feelings anymore and would hold Yeong Ro gently and kiss her. Yeong Ro would close her eyes as it'll be a very special moment for her. I cannot believe we'll finally be getting the kiss scene. I'm so excited I can't even explain it in words. I know it's going to be absolutely magical. I'm glad there's finally some change within the dorm. Things were keep going on in circles, but now after Suho and Gongmu joined hands, it'll get more interesting. Now I deliberately left Mrs. P past in Bunok's sister's story. I have heard of the theory that Dr. Kong is Bunok's sister, but I personally don't believe that. Bunok's sister is dead and most probably tortured and killed by ANSP. I do have my own theory for all of this, which I'll be sharing soon. Now you all know the drill. Let's all rant and discuss in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, Snowdrop family. Take care and I'll see you very soon in the next episode predictions.